Here, we call the meeting to order. Stand and pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everybody. I'll be sitting in for Stan tonight, or for Stan. I guess not for Stan, for Larry, because he's on vacation for the week. So we'll try to get through with a little help, I'm sure we will. If we can get a roll call?
Chapman?
I'm here.
Hart?
Yes.
Rutland?
Yes.
Patton?
Here.
Perkins?
Present.
Tyler?
Okay, approval of the agenda, September 11th.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Approved. Approval of minutes of August 14, 2019 regular board meeting.
Make that motion.
Okay.
I'll support.
Motion made with support. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public comment?
I have a comment.
Okay.
I would like to know when this blight law come into effect.
When the blight law came into effect?
Yes,
I think it was enacted right along with the zoning ordinance.
was the blight law first and then the zoning ordinance second?
I couldn't say right now, I'd have to look and see. I don't know for sure.
All right. Explain to me what the word trash and garbage mean.
Well, again, I don't know what they define that as in the ordinance, but we can look and find out for you.
Well, who am I supposed to ask?
Well, zoning enforcement sitting right behind you.
Yeah, I handle ordinance violations. So junk and garbage is basically that. I mean, anything that is broken down, that's laying in the yard, that's not used every day, you know, basically things along those lines.
Are you saying that if it's not used every day and it's worth money, or it's not worth money?
I'm
If
not
it's
sure.
worth money, is it junk?
If it doesn't use, if it doesn't run,
Basically, if it's just been laying in your yard for months and months and nothing's ever done with it, you know, at that point, we ask for it to be cleaned up.
Okay. Months and months. Let's get down to specifics. What is months in my yard that's been there for months and months?
What's your last name, sir?
I think at one time that was brought up, if it's a vehicle that's in your yard that is not
That's correct.
drivable,
That's
then it
correct.
is not considered a safety hazard.
That's correct, and that vehicle is gone.
Are you Andy?
Yes.
Okay, I actually emailed Melissa tonight, and we are scheduled to set up a meeting, so I'm trying to reach her so we can kind of discuss this and go over everything.
So I am actually doing no good here then.
Well, I mean, I figured I'd discuss it with you in the meeting so we can kind of get to the bottom of it and make plans and get things straightened out. That's what was requested of us by your daughter.
Well, all right, I will talk to you,
Okay.
all right? When are you gonna be available?
The next day I'm available is Friday, about 12:30, 1 o'clock. If you'd like, I can meet you at your house, or you can come here to the office and we can discuss it. And that's exactly what I told Melissa.
Whatever is up to you, I will be there.
Okay, we can meet here then, that's fine.
I don't hear too good.
Oh, I said we can meet here then, that's fine.
Okay, all right. That's fine, because, something ain't moving here, and somebody is not paying attention to business. Because if you look up the word junk and rubbish, there's about 161 definitions for junk, and rubbish is described in the junk. And if anything is worth money, it's not junk. Rubbish goes in a rubbish bin and goes to the dump. Now, somebody should really be thinking about what you people have got in your laws. Now, that's just my opinion, but I think it would be a good idea to straighten it out and get said, and not just say one word means everything. Because if I got a junk car in there, my junk cars are gone. If I got something on the trailer, that means I'm gonna fix it. If I got something in my yard without a license plate, because I forgot, the last one I got was for no tag on a snowplow. Not snowplow, don't leave my yard, okay? There's no reason why I should have to have a license plate on it if it don't read my yard, in my opinion. Now, there's other opinions, and everybody's got one. But, and that's the same thing with, and there's other things that are going on here that right now I'm not gonna say. But I know other things in this town that are missed. And it's obvious. It is really obvious. And it feels to me as if there's kind of a line drawn on both sides of the town. Not in the village, or not in the village, or whatever you want to call it. But there's things that, I know of vehicles that don't have no license on it, and they've been there for a long time. And I don't really know, and I'm not getting into somebody else doing their job. I'm just saying, if we're gonna be this way, be fair. And that's, you gotta treat everybody the same.
There's
No
probably quite a lot,
one and ain't nobody better than anybody else.
okay, there's probably quite a lot going on that you're not aware of. I'm sure those other vehicles have been addressed, and I'm not sure where they're at right now, but that's,
Oh, I'll cover that.
I don't think there's anybody that I'm aware of that has preferential treatment.
Well,
If it is, it's not intentional, and if you bring it to,
okay,
you bring it to her attention, and she'll look into it, I guarantee you.
I'm satisfied, that's all I can tell you.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, I'm ready to go, John. Oops.
Don't mind if I attend the meeting.
That's completely fine.
Man, it should be over.
Oh, that's perfect, and I'll take this answer some of these questions, I do know what to take all of
Any other public comment?
Yeah, I do.
Move on to-
Oh, he raised the
Yeah, I didn't know I'd get a chance to talk or anything. This is my first time coming. I bought a place on Brook Street right by the high school.
I'm sorry, what is your name?
Jacob Sini. I bought a place on Brook Street right by the high school February 8th of 18. And my PRE was 100% in 2018, but got switched to 0 in 19. So my 19 summer taxes are $567 more.
Unfortunately, you're in the wrong spot for that.
Okay.
You're at the wrong meeting.
Yeah, you're at the wrong
Where's the
meeting.
meeting?
You,
Township,
all you need to do is see the assessor,
yeah.
the township assessor.
Okay, they have their own meeting.
Yes,
The town, Jake, the township assessor handles all our village assessments also.
Understood.
So whatever the assessment is. it's-
Yep, and I've spoken to her, she told me to talk to Larry Germain, he told me to talk to her. And so I don't know where the hell to go, and I'm just trying to get it resolved, cause it's been an ongoing thing for 2 to 3 months and my
Next
bill's
Wednesday
due.
is the township meeting.
Have you tried calling?
Oh, okay, she told me to come to this meeting,
Okay.
so,
No, she probably told you to come to the township meeting.
she told me September 11th, I have it written
She's
down.
confused.
Sure she is, yep, I guarantee that. Basically, all I really wanted to do was get a guarantee that I could get my money back, cause I think it's wrong to have to pay.
Yeah,
$570 more.
You have to do that at the township meeting.
Okay,
Do you have her card?
I have her contact information, yeah, so I'll come back next week, but that's after the due date, so,
Okay,
alright,
Call her in the morning.
thanks, appreciate it.
thank you.
Yep.
Any other public comment? Okay, we'll move along to police report.
You guys all got your police report for August. As you can see, we had a total of 168 events that were reported. 98 of those were handled by the Central Lake Police Department, with 70 handled by other agencies. We spent a lot of extra time on traffic control due to some complaints of people speeding. We did make 29 stops and issued 30 warnings and 2 citations. From that, we assisted Elk Rapids Police Department with Harbor Days during that period of time. We've been to court a couple times, and as you can see, it says finishing up on ordinance issues. I had 12 complaints that were pulled that month. I'm down to 6 at this point. So we are getting those kind of wrapped up before the snow starts flying, trying to get things handled. So we'll be working on those Friday when I'm there. Any questions?
Thank you. DPW, Sam?
everybody should have a copy of DPW report, nothing out of the ordinary on there. A little bit, been doing a ton of work down to the camping park. We're trying to get the brush cleaned up down there so it looks nice. We created some more parking area down to the park. That's what the 50 yards of stone on the report represents. What we did is we extended the back at the bottom of the hill 6 more feet so we can park there. So we do have access to get fire trucks or garbage truck in and out without having to move vehicles.
Good.
That's what the 50 yards of stone represents. The new pickup is in, it's out here if anybody wants to see it. Any questions? I see there's a lot of people.
The meeting after the construction meeting the other day with the guy on the bridge, Jennifer said maybe she's going to talk about that, but,
There is a gentleman that is going to bid on the State Street Bridge
okay.
to put the riprap and everything in.
Oh, good, so he wasn't interested.
And my meeting with MDOT on the bridge went very well. All of our records were in very good order. So they were very happy with that. They originally quoted me an hour to an hour and a half, and we were here about 30 minutes. So that's what it meant by meeting with MDOT.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Campground, Kathy?
We were really full this month, busy, and it's just now starting to slow down. And we had a little bit of trouble with the Wi-Fi, come to find out, we brought Corey and Rob in, and Corey did a nice job working with Rachel and Charter to actually identify that there was a cable that was bad that Charter had to replace. So it was a Charter issue, not our new equipment issue, so that was good to know. We're working really hard, like Sam said, on site improvements. I've already started taking photos of all of the sites. Rachel's gonna be putting those on the reservation system, and working, got a couple guys that are helping me out too, to measure a little bit, type some measurements on the sites so that we can get appropriate rigs on appropriate sites, because in the past we've had some issues with rigs that are a little bit too big on too small a site. So we're working really hard on doing that, and thanks to Brian, we got most all of the fire pits cleared out, all but one. Other than that, East Fidget missed one, so.
I'm there for a reason.
So anyway, I look forward to a kind of a little bit quieter month coming up, and again, doing a lot of site improvements, and thankfully, Sam's working real hard with me on that, so.
I got one more comment. My hero, 71 miles, right
I
here.
was just gonna bring that up about the
She's
fire.
my hero.
How do you like it, Kathy?
Excuse me?
How do you like it?
That was the most awesome experience, incredible experience I've ever had in my life. It was the hardest thing I've ever done, but it certainly, it was the most incredible experience. When you finally get done with that last, 100 feet or whatever, and you've got thousands of people in Traverse City, and your family's there, and you're going down the red carpet, and it's just, it's overwhelming. So, thank you for all your support.
You don't want to
Appreciate it.
trip then, do you?
Huh?
You don't want to trip then.
No. No, that would be a good time to trip and fall.
Thanks, Kathy, and congratulations.
Thanks.
Good job. Alrighty. I don't have any correspondence that I know of. Court's not giving me any time tonight, so we'll move right on. Committee reports, Lyle Ellis, sidewalks, streets.
That's good.
And Lila with the sewer and water.
I don't have anything to say. Sam does it all.
Oh, good. And law enforcement, Lacey covered everything very well. We're right up to speed on that. Communications,
I got nothing to report.
okay. I like this so far. Finance and personnel and Brian.
Well, I gotta have something. Next week, Rachel will be switching her hours, kind of the winter hours, so she's got a little more time to get here, plus one of her children can't ride the bus, so she has to get them to school. So next week, the office hours will be switching from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and next week they'll be switching to 8:30 to 4:30, Monday through Thursday. And that's all I have.
And Parks and Public Property, Rob Tyler.
Sam brought up the additional parking on the backside of the campground, thank you, Sam. Kathy brought up the Wi-Fi, revenue generated for 2019 versus 2018, we're up $4,905, so that's a 37.87% increase over last year. So we're doing really well for August. That's really all I have. But Kathy doing a great job, obviously, from our revenue, 37.7% increase over last year, that's unheard of. And then we had a 17% in July, so again, I appreciate all you're doing down there. Thank you.
What are they doing with the trees down there? Have you put any new trees in down there?
How many trees have we planted down there now?
Well, we planted some, but we're also, had a couple of issues this last month with some yellow jackets, and they're not friendly. So, we have a couple of trees that are gonna be coming down, and we're gonna be planting, Sam has it apparently already in the budget to replant some maple trees in place of the trees that are coming down. And 2 big trees in the back where we're needing extra parking up on top. There's 2 old jack pines that are coming out of there. So we're working on getting some new fresh trees planted as we take the hollow ones out so we can get rid of some of the bee issues.
I was wondering about that because those trees are pretty bad.
Yeah, so we're using the spray paint coming out to mark the ones that have seen their last days, so.
Thank you.
That's it?
And President's report, he didn't leave me anything to report, so we'll move right along. Approval of bills. I got prepaid of $42,199.43. Payroll $5,918.28. And payables of $14,322.60 for a total of $62,440.31. I need a motion to.
I'll make that motion.
Support.
A lot of that, the big thing, Rachel, was the pickup truck. Yeah.
Okay, motion made, support, and we call roll, please.
Chapman?
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Lovell,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
Tyler.
And new business, any new business, action items, we'll move right along here and approve the resolution number 4, 2019-20. And that'll be the that'll be for the changing of the date for the marijuana facility on the ballot, instead of being on, it's gonna be moved to,
Instead of being on
March.
5th of November.
instead of like November, it'll be March 10th, 2020, to coincide with the village election. And I need a motion to approve the change.
That one's through legal.
That's at the back.
Hmm?
That one's through legal.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, he's.
You gotta be absolutely balanced.
So this is just a formality that we have to approve.
So we're just moving this forward
Just
until March
change-
instead of
changing
getting
the date.
voted for.
It's not costing us any money by doing it that, right?
No.
What's
Not
that?
any- It's not costing us any extra money by
We
not
don't have to
doing it.
pay for it this
Mhm.
way, that's,
I think it's wonderful
that's a
that
good
way.
reason, but it's also in the ordinance that that's how it's supposed to be done. At the next regular scheduled election.
Okay, nice to hear.
It has to be on an election where somebody is getting nominated for an office. And to
Exactly.
stand alone, you couldn't.
We didn't know that until
Well, it's fine,
turning
you know.
up into it, it's.
I'll support that one.
You wanna make the motion?
Yes, I will make the
All right.
motion.
I'll support it.
Support? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. No old business, we do public comment? Oh, we got one more resolution. That's not on my-
I think you misunderstood.
Okay. Resolution number 2 of
Sure.
2019 is a moving finances in the campgrounds in DPW. And that was, that needs to be done yet, I got it. 3,000 going into campgrounds and DPW salaries. And 6,000 to move into campground repair and maintenance. And I need a motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support.
Made in support, clerk call the roll.
Chapman,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Lovell,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
Tyler.
Yep.
Okay, motion carried. And that covers us now, that's it. Any public comment? There you go.
Thank you, sir. Jennifer Gordy Frazier. I just wanted to be here tonight. Couple things as far as the pavilion's concerned. We did hold a pre-construction meeting for those that weren't in attendance to that. Green Construction was in attendance. We didn't have any other parties that I can recall. Looking forward to working with them. They had all the paperwork, contracts were signed. We did discuss some of the budget constraints that we have to work with, and obviously they were very agreeable with that. So potentially we're looking at downsizing the pavilion. It's probably gonna save majority of the cost, and looking at going, originally it was a 40 by 70 to something close to a 40 by 56. And keeping consistent with the original design, we're gonna have the split face for the bathrooms, the nice decorative pillars, we're gonna still have our lighting, the outlets, and all the amenities that we wanted. It's just a matter of downsizing it a bit to work within our budget constraints. They've already submitted shop drawings to me. They submitted the Antrim County permit for building. I signed and sealed those drawings to get that moving forward. And soil erosion was not necessary, just due to size. and they anticipate starting in 2 weeks. They understand and are very confident they're gonna be done before November 1st, which was the deadline for the project. And I anticipate probably next week we'll be out there staking it, and I'll coordinate with Sam and looking at, and probably Rob and a couple of other individuals with the village who's interested to just set those stakes. I want to get your final approval before they obviously start pouring concrete slabs, setting foundations, things like that. So the stakes will be in the ground before we have them actually get working, just for a final placeholder, so you can see where the building's gonna go. Any questions on the pavilion that anybody has for me? No, so we're gonna be super excited, so come fall, and at least get a tree in the middle and get it lit up for Christmas, and have Santa be there. On a separate note, I've been talking to Sam, we've been under contract to do the sewer study, getting that wrapped up, so I anticipate having that at the next council meeting to discuss, and you'll have the report in advance. We do know that, you know, your infrastructure's old, from the 80s, and is gonna need some upgrades, and so I don't think that's any surprise to anyone. One thing I did wanna make you privy to, and I did bring sheets on it, is MDARD, through Michigan Department of Ag and Rural Development, is offering their grant again, which is the one that the village had received to help assist with the study. They're offering the grant again, it's due at the end of October. They're offering eligibility up to $100,000, and they've actually made more funds available to communities. And so I guess, and the intent for these grants are for micropolitan communities with populations under 10,000 to help improve your infrastructure, ag needs, business needs. It's available to anyone that's, you know, a 501c or local government to help it, with emphasis on any of those, with a 30% match. So I personally foresee that this could be a very pliable grant again to apply for. If we did get it for the sewer study, that potentially we could ask for funds again to help finance some of the infrastructure upgrades that are gonna come out of this study. But I will give you guys the sheets, and if, you know, it's not due till the end of October. I just heard about it, so I haven't even mentioned it to Sam yet. But if there's any other projects that you guys can think of that would fit into that to help.
Nobody mentions.
But, you know, it's not due to the end of October. I'll be at the October early meeting, so if you guys think of any other projects that could fit into that wheelhouse instead of the sanitary sewer system, I just wanted to make you aware that it's another good opportunity, and we received it last year, so always like to try to apply again.
Think on it, got time to think.
Yeah, I give you something to think about, so that's all I have for tonight, unless anybody has any questions.
What's that from? Who's awarding those grants?
It's through the state of Michigan, Michigan Department of Ag and Rural Development. It's a subdivision of USDA Department of Ag.
We use that money at the campground?
We could, yeah. I mean, so I brought the brochure, so you guys take a look at it.
Because we want to upgrade our electric down there.
But it's anything that's intended, you know, to help. And I brought like 3 or 4 extra ones, so take a look at it. And we can even discuss it at the October meeting, but it was sent to Larry. And, yeah, if there's other things, it doesn't have to be targeted towards water and sewer infrastructure. It's anything that is for tourism, to better your community.
30% match again this year?
Yeah. And, yeah. Well, I wrote on mine. Don't mind the chicken scratch.
Do we need that chicken scratch?
Thank you. But yeah, even to pass on to the DDA, you know, and maybe they could, and they're, well, we just apply, right. Well, that's right, but you guys could apply separately, you're a separate entity than the village. So, but no, it's a good opportunity again.
Worth a try.
It's a very easy application. Fill out, like I said, you guys were awarded it last year for some.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Yeah, you got it. 30 minutes.
Wow.